We're here in Estes Park, Colorado, which is famous for three things: the Stanley Hotel, Rocky Mountain National Park just next door, and its resident elk, one of which you can see behind me here, a bull, leader of a harem that he's just driven up onto the shore here from Lake Estes. This bull elk you see behind me here, he's full grown. He is a mature bull, at least 5, 6, 7 years old. And he's in his prime, as are the two right over here. And that's part of their problem. They're as big as they're going to get. We have another bull, you'll see in just a moment, who is bigger and his antlers are bigger. And he's the one with all the cow elk right around him. So here's the big mature elk who's got all the cows for himself and just decided some of the less mature bulls we saw just a moment ago were getting a little close. That was a very small assertion of his rights to the harem. He's got I don't know how many mature cow elk there, along with last season's calves, the ones born just last May and June. We're here in October, towards the end of the breeding season, and he's still going to assert his rights up until the end of it. We've left the town and we're up in Rocky Mountain National Park now. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and just in the last 15-20 minutes we've seen this big herd of elk become more active, and now these two mature bulls going at it with antlers locked in the background here. So we've got the one bull there, one over here, and another one further over, and they're all sharing in what's really an unnatural situation. But it's because there are so many of them concentrated in a protected environment here in the park. Now we can talk about how amiable they are, but we've got one bull moving a little faster, and they can get more aggressive at any moment. You just don't know. See, here goes one. Aha, here we go. And it often happens, they'll get more agitated and excited and protective and territorial as the afternoon wears on and we get closer to dusk. This bull elk behind me here has been trying to mate with this cow elk, as you just see there. Now, if a cow's not in estrus or just is a little spooked, whatever the situation is, she's just not ready to mate, she will walk away, sometimes moving her head from side to side, opening and closing her mouth. Anyway, just the simple walking away will let the bull know she's not interested. It looks like she's ready, but then she walks away. The mating only lasts a brief time. Then they'll both go back to grazing or whatever they were doing before. It doesn't last very long. It's not a long time. We are here just off the highway in Estes Park, and the elk are residents of the town. It can be a little hard to tell where one harem stops and the other begins. We've got the second bull right over here, and he's got his group, but they seem to be just kind of merging with this guy's. So I don't know if they're going back and forth between bulls, if the bulls themselves don't know whose is whose. They're always in competition. So we've got our bull elk, just kind of one of our mature bulls, tying up traffic. The other cows not knowing if they should cross or not yet. They want to, but the traffic really isn't cooperating very well. I think this guy's feeling a little out of control right now. His harem is scattered all around. It's not easy being a resident of this town, especially if you're four-footed. Okay, most of the people have gone now. There's just us over on this side, and this car and a couple people there, that car over there. Now they're going to start going across, past the fire station, and back towards the edge of the lake. They really wanted to cross the road. They're making do with what they can. Okay, we've come way back around the other side of the car. Other people have moved off, and now they're going to go through in force. With the bull elk there, herding them all this way now. And here comes the captain of them all, and we would never get this close on our own, so we're going to be ready to move. That is as close as I've ever been to a bull, and not by my choice. You saw he just came right by us, herding up the end of his group. There he is, right back there. That was close enough. We were ready to hop back in the car, if need be. They're beautiful creatures, no matter what time of year.